when an ambulance is called for an infant, someone that can't talk, a disabled individual, etc., it is their job to talk to somebody that can speak and figure out, hey, what's going on here?
A mother is seeking justice and answers after her son left daycare in an ambulance.
The search for a man wanted for an attempted child abduction.
Plus, the future of Mizzou North up in the air with land up for grabs. KOMU8 News at 6 starts now.
A Fulton mom says her 3-month-old baby suffered serious injuries at his daycare and no one will face the consequences. Good evening, everyone. I'm Jim Reek.
And I'm Emily Spain. An ambulance took Colin Drummond to the hospital where doctors diagnosed him with severe head trauma. KOMU8's Jalen Henderson has the latest information about this case.
Just 3 months after the accident, Colin's mother, Amber Drummond, says she still does not have answers about what happened to her son, and she wants them now.
It's just like his case is overlooked. It's bypassed because she was never in a position where she had to answer to what happened.
Colin Drummond was limp and lethargic when his home daycare provider made the call for an ambulance. Doctors say Colin had non-accidental head trauma or shaken baby syndrome. And his mother says there's only one person to hold responsible, daycare provider Megan Thomas.
I was forced to look the whole thing in the face this whole time, head on. I've had to live through all of it, and I feel like she has just been able to turn the other cheek. I want her to face what has happened to my son.
Tuesday night, Drummond received a letter from the assistant prosecuting attorney saying he would not file criminal charges. Benjamin Miller says there's not enough evidence to make a case against Thomas. He and Drummond also criticized the procedures of the Fulton Police Department. In a Facebook post, Drummond said the officer who went to the daycare to investigate had a body camera, but did not turn it on, which could have provided evidence. In his letter, Miller asked the police department to make changes to its current body camera policies, especially when responding to situations with children. Fulton police officials told me today I could only talk with the police chief and that he was out sick today. As for Colin, he's now on seizure preventative medication, and doctors say he could suffer lifelong problems from the injury. Reporting in studio, Jalen Henderson, KOMU8 News.
Columbia police are searching for a man they say tried to abduct a child on the city's west side. KOMU8's Tyler Emery is live where it happened.
Jim, the man tried to abduct an 11-year-old boy as he walked home from Fairview Elementary School yesterday. Now, the school's about a 15-minute walk from where I'm standing here at the intersection of Hanley Place and Chapel Hill Road. This is where the boy says the man tried to get him into his truck. The boy says as he walked home from school yesterday, he noticed a Sandy Gold pickup truck pass him several times before stopping. The driver opened his passenger door and then told him to get in. The boy ran off and made it home safely. Now, I spoke with one neighbor who says she was shocked it happened in a safe neighborhood.
There's a lot of kids in this area. It's a lot of young families. I mean, the school and the park right there are so close, and this park here, so there's tons of kids up and down the street. The bus picks up on the end of the street, too. So scary that it would happen so close.
I also spoke with the boy's aunt who didn't want to go on camera, but she said she also feels as though this neighborhood is safe. She says nothing like this has ever happened before. Now, if you have any information about the suspect or the vehicle in question, CPD encourages you to reach out. Reporting live in Columbia, Tyler Emery, KOMU8 News.
Here's what's happening right now. Governor Greitens' request to move up his trial date from May 14th to April was denied. A St. Louis Circuit judge turned down Greitens' request today. Greitens was indicted last month, charged with invasion of privacy. Earlier this week, Greitens' attorney offered concerns about finding jurors untainted by the negative press against the governor. The scandal surrounds the governor's extramarital affair. In January, he is admitted to the affair, but denies any allegations of blackmail.
Lieutenant Governor Mike Parson is not seeing eye to eye with the Greitens administration over tax credits. Parson was the only member of the state board to vote yesterday against issuing $2 million in tax credits to help finance a proposed ice rink in suburban St. Louis. Parson says the rink would boost St. Louis's economy, but would not issue any credits when the state would not issue any low-income housing tax credits.
The bumper stickers used to read, "Pray for me, I live on Route B." Construction on Route B between Columbia and Centralia begins next week. The $3 million MoDOT project will add new guardrails, shoulders, and rumble strips on Route B as well as Highway 124. There have been 5 head-on fatalities in the past 5 years on that route. A MoDOT engineer says the rumble strips will make a difference.
When you hit them with your car, they kind of make the whole car vibrate and shake. So basically it's to help wake people up and get them alert again if they're starting to exit their lane, because the accidents we see in that area tend to be due to a car leaving their lane.
Construction will take place on weekday nights and should be completed by midsummer.
MU wants to put a landmark piece of property on the market. The former Ellis Fischel Hospital is located on 11 acres between the Business Loop and I-70, now called Mizzou North. The building opened in 1940 and is home to 2 museums and more than 24 university departments. Upkeep and operating costs led to the universities wanting to sell the building.
Operating cost is a huge factor. And if we were able to sell Mizzou North and move everyone here, we would again save about $1.3 million a year. And that's something that's been on our radar.
If MU sells the building, the departments and museums will move back to the main Columbia campus.
It's a story we've been covering from the Lake of the Ozarks for nearly 4 years, the drowning of an Iowa man who was in custody of a highway patrol trooper. The Iowa family is upset over the trooper's sentencing. Former trooper Anthony Piercy pleaded guilty last summer to a boat violation in the death of 20-year-old Brandon Ellingson. Ellingson's family says 50 hours of community service and 10 days in jail is not enough. He was given community service credit for working in a play. Ellingson's parents say this isn't appropriate community service. The St. Louis County Health Department is reporting a measles exposure. Known locations include the Magic House and a pizzeria in Kirkwood and a Homewood Suites in Chesterfield. Measles is highly contagious. It's passed by contact with an infected person through coughing and sneezing.
Well, we finally saw some sunshine out there today, and it was a bit warmer, perhaps spring-like. Kenton says, though, he's tracking some rain and even warmer temperatures ahead. Let's send it over to him. Hey, Kenton.
Hey, Emily, thank you very much. Take a look at our 24-hour temperature change now. You can see we're 4 degrees warmer in Columbia than this time yesterday. 13 degrees warmer over there in Kansas City, 12 degrees up in Kirksville. That's giving us temperatures mainly in the 40s still throughout much of mid-Missouri, but you can see this colder air over to our northeast, especially where they're seeing all that snow. Also, we're looking at warmer temperatures over to our southwest. That's what's rolling in for us, though, slowly over the next couple days. So 46 again in Columbia and Jefferson City, 48 in Moberly, 51, though, up in Macon. Saw a bit more sunshine up there. Winds also calming down just a bit as this weak low pressure or high pressure system pushes through the area. So winds will calm to about 3 to 6 miles per hour overnight tonight. Temperatures, though, will remain in the 40s here this evening, then cool even more down into the middle 30s by sunrise tomorrow morning before we warm back up into the middle 50s tomorrow. Actually, a warmer day for us tomorrow, but we do have more cloud cover, and then we have rain chances heading into the weekend. Those details right after the break.
All right, Kenton, thank you very much. 4 break-ins in the past few weeks. Hear from a man who caught one of the thefts on camera.
Plus, in 2000, the Glasgow girls won the state basketball title. This season, there's a case of deja vu later in sports.
Never be surprised by the weather. Download the free KOMU8 Weather and Traffic app. Brought to you by Central Bank of Boone County.
Don't look so surprised. More standard features, style, and America's best warranty is just how we roll at Joe Machens Hyundai. And during the Season of More event, you can get even better deals on our already legendary low prices, like a 2018 Hyundai Sonata, only $139 for 36 months. No need to be surprised. Affordable luxury comes standard at Joe Machens Hyundai, right under the big blue Hyundai sign. 1300 Vandiver and JoeMachensHyundai.com.
On the next wheel, one of these couples is taking home the biggest haul of the season.
Wow, they're doing great.
Who will it be? And how much will they win?
Weeknights at 6:30 on KOMU8. Target 8 investigates the conflict and money behind the process to build a new terminal for Columbia Regional Airport.
As a taxpayer, you want your money spent wisely. You've wasted time and you've wasted money.
Tonight on KOMU8 News at 10.
So, I got news. Yeah? Remember the root canal we did?
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to have to drill it again.
Drill again?
Oh, there are some things in life you only want to do once.
like foundation repair. If your house is beginning to settle, don't settle for anything less than Ramjack Foundation Repair. Ramjack's American-made products are ISO certified and recognized by the International Code Council. Don't do it twice. Do it right. Rely on Ramjack.
FlexSteel's signature gallery, style and quality at Baumgartner's in Avaz.
This is the doorway to your dreams. Better known as the Honda Dream Garage Spring Event. Through it, you can open new doors to the outdoors with a deal on a Honda Pilot. Oh, look, here's one. It's got room for up to 8. The interior's incredibly roomy. Don't mind if I do.
The Honda Dream Garage Spring Event is on now. Get a great deal on the Pilot, a KBB.com Best Buy for 2018.
If you've been seriously injured in an accident, visit lawmissouri.com.
The First Alert Weather Cam is brought to you by the law firm of Harper, Evans, Wade, and Nettemeyer. We will fight for you.
Welcome back to KMUN News at 6 o'clock. Here's a live look over the Lake of the Ozarks here on our First Alert Weather Cam. You can see some sunshine out there. That's nice. We could definitely use that. It's been a while, and now it's going to be another while before we see more sunshine. But let's start off with temperatures. Now, our average high temperature for this time of the year, looking at climatology, is about 58 degrees for the next 5 days. Overall, we are going to be very close to that. We'll be seasonal with highs in the middle 50s at least, within about 4 degrees. That's until we head into Monday of next week. The beginning of next week does look to be a warmer start with high temperatures in the 60s from about Monday into Tuesday, possibly into Wednesday as well. That's as a warm system moves through, and that's going to give us more chances for showers and thunderstorms. Speaking of that here, we're going to look at our next best chance for rainfall here in mid-Missouri, going to be Friday evening, overnight, and then exiting early Saturday morning. So most of Friday and most of Saturday is dry. It's mainly just an overnight system for us. And then we're dry for the rest of our weekend. And then we have this next rain chance starting off slowly on Monday, but then really starting to ramp up Monday night into the day on Tuesday. Again, with that warm system rolling in, going to give us a chance for showers and thunderstorms as well on Tuesday of next week. Now, satellite and radar right now, again, showing some mostly sunny skies out there. That's great. Some cloud cover, though, over to our west. You can see it right there. That's heading our direction. That's going to be here for our day tomorrow, slowly increasing actually throughout our night tonight. Meanwhile, over to the west, you can see this atmospheric river still there. I was talking about it yesterday. It's still happening. A lot of rainfall here for parts of Southern California. Worried about mudslides down there, evacuations in effect for some folks. Otherwise, let's track this cloud cover again as it slowly pushes in overnight. Here's tomorrow morning, and then throughout our day, you can see the slight chances. Just a very weak wave of energy rolls through in northeastern Missouri. Some of that could push down into our northeastern viewing area. Otherwise, just mostly cloudy skies for us, mostly dry on our Thursday. Then as we head overnight and into Friday, the cloud cover for the most part sticks around. This is Friday morning, but remember, we're dry for most of the daytime on Friday. Once we head towards the middle and later afternoon, that's when we have these rain chances pushing back into the area. It's, again, very warm on our Friday for us, with highs very seasonal, at least. Not very warm, but it's seasonal for us. So that rain's going to then ramp up Friday night into early Saturday morning. Here's Saturday, 4 a.m. Again, it's mainly an overnight system for us. Then this will push out for the rest of our Saturday and will be dry but cloudy for the rest of it for the first day of the weekend. Now for rain potential, this is for Friday and Saturday for this overnight system I'm talking about. Look at about a half an inch to 3/4 of an inch here for our central-most viewing area. Less than a half an inch for those to the southwest. And then the northeast, you're going to see the most of it, as you can see where that energy was mainly pushed over with some more moderate rainfall there. About 3/4 of an inch to 1.25 inches possible for you folks. Then again, this is Saturday afternoon, so that rain pushes out. Then we're left with clouds the rest of Saturday night into Sunday morning. By Sunday afternoon, some sunshine possible. Again, we're dry for most of the weekend. But then into Monday, here's that rain slowly pushing back into the area, and then that really continues to ramp up a bit more as we head into the day on Tuesday with more thunderstorms possible there. Now let's take a look overnight tonight. Temperatures around 34 degrees for that low. Again, that's chilly, but it's seasonally chilly. 57 then for our high temperature tomorrow. And again, we're back with our average conditions here for the next couple days with highs in the 50s. A lot of cloud cover there. That rainfall mainly Friday night into Saturday morning. Then on Sunday, we're partly sunny, but then more showers and thunderstorms, but warm to start next week. Here's Weather IQ question for the day, sponsored by Break Time. In 2017, U.S. fruit growers lost an estimated $1 billion. What was the cause? Was it an early bloom, a late freeze, or killer insects?
Let's say a late freeze.
Insects?
So it's a bit of A and B, but mainly it's an early bloom because they bloomed during that very warm February we had, and then
it got
in
cold
March
again.
There was a freeze, but the freeze is normal, right? That
Early
is
bloom,
average.
late freeze, yeah.
Yes.
All right, please continue.
Back in a moment.
It's a new year, and things are very exciting at BMW of Columbia. Yeah, we're pulling out all the stops to give you exceptional deals on the ultimate driving machines. Save up to $10,000 on new 2017 BMW vehicles, new coupes, convertibles, even SAVs with savings up to $10,000. We want your business at BMW of Columbia, 1900 I-70 Drive Southwest for the ultimate buying experience. 24/7 ColumbiaBMW.com.
It's a great life here in Missouri. A land of hard work, good friends, and big dreams. Together, we can make those dreams come true.
We are here and ready to help, but only when you are.
Stop by, meet the team, and breathe easy, knowing we're behind the scenes, ready to go to work for what matters most. Because enjoying each precious moment is so important. First State Community Bank. Success starts here.
Why settle for just covering up your old bathtub when Rebath gives you so much more? Call your local Rebath today, and a Rebath expert can remove your old bathtub and walls, replacing them with a beautiful, affordable new bathtub and wall system or tub-to-shower conversion in as little as 1 day. It'll look like you paid a fortune. Easy to clean, installed by experts, and guaranteed for life.
Call Rebath today to get your $500 Visa card and a free deluxe design upgrade with your Rebath system.
The KOMU8 iPhone and Android News app is brought to you by University Subaru. Download yours today.
You're cured. I want you to know the real me. And the real me is terrified.
Life Sentence. Tonight at 9/8 Central on the CW.
Tonight at 8 on Mid-Missouri's CW.
Spring is here at Capital Chrysler. Join us for the Spring Sales Event and save up to 20% off on select new vehicles and financing as low as 0% APR. Save over $7,000 off the 2018 Dodge Journey and up to $5,000 off the 2018 Dodge Grand Caravan. Receive $4,500 off MSRP or 0% for 60 months on the 2018 Jeep Cherokee. Say hello spring and hello deals. Hurry in for the Spring Sales Event going on now at Capital Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Go with the guys you know.
A Northside Columbia neighbor wants to stop to vehicle break-ins. He says he's been hit not once, but 3 times. KOMU8's Haley Jennings is here in the studio with the man's story.
The break-ins happened in the Park Village mobile home park in northern Columbia, and the victim wonders if their well-being made them the target. Thieves hit David Warden's 4 cars in 3 different break-ins over the past 2 weeks. He even has proof of 3 burglars stealing his items. That footage was captured by 2 surveillance cameras located on both sides of the window.
We feel like we have to check the cameras every time we get up. Haven't gotten much sleep. We've tried to stay up as late as possible to kind of try and deter anything. We have lights all around the house. They pretty much light up the whole area. That doesn't seem to deter anybody.
Burglars took credit cards, money, and tools, breaking his car locks and shed. Burglars even broke the lights and cut a hole in the fence to enter. One neighbor said it would have been helpful if the landlord warned everyone
to be more aware of it, so that way you just know.
The incidents happen in Columbia, but Boone County has tips to prevent them.
Lock your vehicle. That will go a long way toward deterring a thief. Many times a thief will just go through a subdivision looking for unlocked vehicles, and then they'll rifle through the car looking for cell phones, laptops, even parking meter change.
Warden wants burglars to
Please stay out of our stuff. It's our property. We worked for it. I feel that there should be no need to steal other people's property. If someone's working hard, doing hard work for their stuff, why steal from it? I know that we live in a trailer park and people kind of think down on us, but we're people just like the rest of you.
Warden says he doesn't know what else to do and to prevent these incidents from happening. In the studio, Haley Jennings, KOMU8 News.
Mizzou baseball is fresh off an 11-1 victory over Arkansas State.
Coming up in sports, highlights from Game 2, the Tigers and the Red Wolves.
If you've been injured in an accident, tell them you mean business.
Call Tolbert Beetle on the Hurt Line right now.
A lottery ticket is so much more than a piece of paper. It's wonder, opportunity, dreams. And not just for players. 100% of the profits from every Missouri Lottery ticket you play goes back to schools, teachers, and students. Play it forward with the Missouri Lottery.
This Thursday, Friday, and Saturday only, earn a 15-cent Hy-Vee Fuel Saver discount for every $30 you spend. That's right, earn 15 cents off per gallon of gas for every $30 purchase. Spend $60, get 30 cents off. Spend $90, get 45 cents off. And a $120 purchase gets you 60 cents off per gallon of gas. Save on fuel this Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. The more you buy, the more you save, only at Hy-Vee.
Tonight's primetime lineup on KOMU8 and Mid-Missouri CW is brought to you by your Heart of Missouri Chevy dealers. Find new roads.
March at McCosh means more for your trade. No matter what you're driving now, bring it to Bob McCosh, because we can and we will give you more money during trade days. Your new 2018 Chevy Silverado Crew Cab LT was $48,140, but our sale price is $33,698. See all your savings right now at BobMcCosh.com. Find new roads to #1 Business Loop, Columbia. Chevrolet makes the car. Bob McCosh makes the difference.
Now at Menards, save big money on your next project with 11% off everything. All stock Kidde smoke and carbon monoxide alarms are on sale, plus 11% off. This battery-powered smoke alarm is $12.85 after 11% off. Pick up Gain Liquid Laundry Detergent for $12.45 after 11% off. Get a 12-pack of Bounty Basic Paper Towels for only $9.78 after 11% off. Stop waiting and start saving with 11% off everything. Now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Home isn't a building, it's a feeling. You feel it in the warmth of a hug. You hear it in a good old-fashioned belly laugh. You know it down deep. You're important to others. That's what makes a home. And there's nothing in the world more valuable. Come home to the Terrace, where people love to live. And so would you.
Now, from the Ford Sports Desk, KOMU8 Sports.
Hello, everyone. The Sweet 16 is set for both the men and women in collegiate hoops. At the high school level, the basketball season has just come to a close. And when Glasgow's season ended, a mark the program made in 2000 finally had come full circle.
As a former girls coach myself, I'd always talk to my players about the walls. Our wall is full of state banners, so I would always use that as a motivator.
And the motivation worked 18 years ago as Mike Reynolds led a magical run for the Glasgow High School girls basketball team. At the focal point was the youngest starter on the team, sophomore Molly Thompson.
Her performance kind of put the team on her back, and next thing you know, we get to go to our first ever girls Final Four for Glasgow High School.
A first-time berth at state turned into a first-time state title for the program, with Thompson leading the Yellow Jackets in scoring in both Final Four games.
Shortly after we had that wonderful run, our best player unfortunately went down with her first of soon-to-be many ACL injuries to her knees, that being Molly Thompson.
That same summer, Reynolds' wife was pregnant with their third daughter, but the baby still needed a name.
It just made perfect sense for me then to recommend that we name our daughter Molly.
I would say my name's not Molly Reynolds, it's Molly Thompson, which was her maiden name. It's Molly Monty now, but that's what I would call myself.
And as fate would have it, Molly Monig would become Molly Reynolds' high school basketball coach.
She's a good person, a great kid, has a tremendous future ahead of her. So it's very humbling, but she's just, I mean, it's humbling for me to have someone name their child after me, and then for that child to be such a good person.
In 2018, the Glasgow girls made their third ever appearance in the state Final Four. And though the team didn't add another banner, once again it featured a Molly in the starting lineup, this time with the other Molly leading the way. David Rothschild, KOMU8 Sports, Glasgow.
Now that's full circle. In Molly Reynolds' final game, she scored a career high, 20 points. Of course, the same total Molly Monig recorded in her final game at state in 2000. What do we say? You can't make this stuff up. The Missouri baseball team continues non-conference play with another game against Arkansas State. Tigers looking to go 11-0 at home this season. Cody Seidenberg got his first career start for Missouri, and it didn't turn out too well. Gives up 2 runs in the first inning, and his day would be done quickly. Connor Ash would take over on the mound for the Missouri Tigers and pitched a 1-2-3 inning to keep it close, and that was big because then Missouri's bats came alive. Alex Samples drove in 5 runs last night. Here he hits a grounder on the left side, and the throw is wide. A run scores. And then the star of this team, Cameron Miser, drives in 2 with a single. He has driven in 2 more runs, 4 RBI today. He's batting .397 for the season. Tigers rolling. They're up 8-4 now in the 5th inning. And that's sports.
Kids ask all kinds of questions.
Hey, Mom, what's gluten? What does a pterodactyl sound like?
But where does it go when we flush?
Was it deductible?
Let's ask your mom about that.
Why do we have eyebrows?
Throughout their lives, our kids look to us for the answers. From the absurd to the complex and the embarrassing, we teach our kids all kinds of things. Isn't it time to talk to them about drinking and driving?
Tonight, I just want to have fun.
She vanished. Pull footage from every traffic cam in New York State.
The mystery man is a ghost.
You found something?
We don't know what we're looking at.
My little girl is out there!
USVU, tonight on NBC. Tonight, to find her partner's killer, one cop will go undercover.
This is too dangerous.
It's part of the job.
Will she get revenge or become another victim? Chicago PD, tonight on NBC.
It's so good to be home. I'm so glad to be back. There is no place I'd rather be, and that's a fact.
New homes are one of our favorite things to do. The Callaway Bank, with you for the moments that matter.
The 2018 Subaru Forester is the best way to get where you've always wanted to go. With road-gripping symmetrical all-wheel drive and 32 miles per gallon, with 8.7 inches of ground clearance plus available X mode. And Subaru has the lowest 5-year cost to own of all brands for 2017, according to Kelley Blue Book. That's peace of mind wherever the road takes you.
Join us for the Subaru A Lot to Love event going on now.
University of Subaru, your locally owned dealer.
A stylish side chair or a comfy recliner? It's both at Baumgartner's Furniture. Baumgartner's has Lazy Boy Designer's Choice pullback recliners starting at just $3.99.
Plus, sleep on these savings. Up to 20% off select floor models. Get this queen-size Sealy hybrid mattress for just $9.99.
Or take home a Tempur-Pedic starting at $30 a month.
Sale ends March 31st.
Only at Baumgartner's.
In Avaz and Columbia.
In 2008, Republic Services acquired the Bridgeton landfill in a merger. Since then, we've invested $200 million to clean up the site and to maintain environmental compliance. We do that while staffing the facility 24/7. That's because we support permanent solutions that are safe for our neighbors and clean up the environment. We're committed to doing what's right. That's what drives us every day. We're a part of the community, and we're here for the long haul. Republic Services. We'll handle it from here.
Hey Columbia, it's time for a little spring cleaning. Join KOMUA for Clean Up Columbia on Saturday, April 14th. Register now at como.gov.
Coming up on KOMU8 News at 10 o'clock, it's bursting at the seams. We're talking about the Columbia Regional Airport Terminal, built in the 60s.
With hundreds of passengers using it daily, it's too small. Everyone agrees with that, but there's strong disagreement over a very important factor. Where should the new terminal be built? Join us for a Target 8 investigation tonight on KOMU8 News at 10. Kenton.
Temperatures in the 40s here this evening, then eventually we are in the 30s as we start off the day tomorrow. A lot of cloud cover still expected, but dry for the most part on our Thursday. There's still a slight chance for just a passing shower to the northeast here in our northeastern viewing area. Otherwise, 57 there for the high temperature. Will remain in the middle 50s through the end of the weekend to the weekend. More rain chances again, mainly Friday night into Saturday morning. Rest of the weekend is then dry at that point with some sunshine on Sunday. then more rain Monday, and even thunderstorms possible on Tuesday.
It's that time of year when you have a lot to talk about.
I know, just keep going. Everything's different every day, which makes my job really interesting.
You can't make this stuff up. The Glasgow girls basketball story.
What a story, huh?
Unbelievable. 18 years apart. That is our time for now. Thanks for joining us.
We'll see you back here at 10 o'clock.